Yes, the renegade, I'm up. I'm up. This is our talk. Yes, man. And today we have Rosemarie Shaw, PNP candidate for East St. Thomas. How you doing, Miss Shaw? How you doing?
I am
Rosemary.
I am well. I am well, Wayne.
Okay. See a lot of things going on up in your side, A lot of things, we're iron out. So I like talk to you, because I know when you talk here, you knock it all over the place and you iron it out.
Right.
Yes?
Yes, I
You
don't
want to give us some rundown what taking place, because we see a meeting with some water. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to ask some question about it. This. What is this? I'm going to
Remember my name.
This is some water meeting. Some meeting. Sorry. Make I just put it this way. Yes. This is some meeting with the MP Michelle Charles. What taking place up here? So the people them on the water and this modeling. And next thing I want to ask you to, right? I saw something with the MP Michelle Charles, but them politicizing farmer ticket no farmer program because I better running it. So them politicizing that. So two questions we just ask at the same time. Because I mean I understand it because I think an agency is supposed to deal with it or deal with the farmer, not she posing and giving out farmer ticket. Can you give me some answer to those two questions, please?
Okay, first of all, Wayne, good night. And it's always a pleasure to be on your show. Now, we have some serious issues in Eastern St. Thomas as it relates to water. And this is not the first time that I am going to be speaking on the water situation where residents are having it very difficult to access water, portable water. Um, I've been on your program, I've been on other programs, and about 3 weeks ago, the newly elected councillor for the Port Morant division went into the areas where they were having water problems, and he spoke with a couple of residents. It took Dinsdale Smith, the newly elected councillor, to go to TVJ and have TVJ speak to the resident to see the plight. I have been speaking. There was a meeting in 2000 and, 2002, a town hall meeting in Morant Bay. At that town hall meeting, none of the members of parliament turned up. It was hosted by the then Mayor Hubert Williams. And we spoke at length about the problems that residents are encountering. The Water Commission persons were there. There is a Dr. Campbell Francis. She was there at the meeting and she lamented. And when she challenged me at that meeting as if I was not speaking the truth. No, the truth be told, they are more reactive than proactive. Because after Dinsdale Smith, the councillor for Port Morant Division, get TVJ to speak with the residents, there you find a flurry of activities. Now, this lady that we have here as MP, she sat for 3.5 years, going to 4 years, and she said nothing publicly. If anyone can show me a clip where she spoke about the water situation in this constituency, then. Now, last week afterwards, as I said, they are more reactive than proactive. A meeting was scheduled for Pear Tree River community. And as a citizen and as a caretaker who have been speaking on these issues, I thought it was prudent for me to go. So I attended the meeting and they were um, talking about water. The residents were engaged and they were talking. Now, I find it quite strange that at the meeting, a Dr. Campbell Francis was there, And she lamented and she spoke about the last 3 years. Nothing prior to the last 3 years, you know. She spoke about it that the member of parliament have been agitating for the water for the last 3 years. So I say to myself, so it's the last 3 years that St. Thomas came into existence. We have been speaking about this water all along. Former member of parliament, Fenton Ferguson, talked about the water all along. He went as far as to lobby for a tank up in Top House in Prospect. Right? We've been speaking about Stanton. We've been speaking about Lethal. We've been speaking about Pear Tree River. We've been speaking about Spring Garden. We even got persons from the Water Commission to address Spring Garden. This lady sat there as the member of parliament and said nothing. Yet, I find it quite strange that Dr. Campbell Francis, it seemed as if Dr. Campbell Francis came there as Michelle Charles' campaign manager, because how she was speaking, and I said to myself, this is a dark day in the history of St. Thomas and also in the public service, because this Dr. Campbell Francis, who is supposed to be a public servant, came there with a political agenda, talking about the MP lobbying for the past 3 years. And this water problems goes way beyond, right? No mention made about the former member of parliament. No mention made about the councillor who was lobbying for these areas. And no mention was even made about the meeting that we had, the town hall meeting where we discussed this water problem. So all in all, I saw that as a real political meeting. So when the member of parliament put up on her screen about the opposition, this was not a political meeting. You have it there on your screen.
Yeah, I just showed, yes.
Yes, this was not a political meeting, and the opposition seemed to come there to make trouble. Now, I want to ask the member of parliament, who is she calling opposition? Certainly, it cannot be the councillors. Certainly, it cannot be me, because I am from St. Thomas. I was born here, right? I have given my life to public service. I started out as a 14-year-old youth, right? Lobbying for people through youth clubs and all of that, even before I thought of being a counselor. And it really pains my heart if this is all that the MP, after sitting there for almost 4 years and says nothing, this is all she could do, is to talk about us coming there to make trouble, and this was a political meeting. No, she came there in her green dress and our green clocks, right? So she came to a political meeting. We lobbied for a community meeting with National Water Commission. And you know, Wayne, during the local government elections, we went to Spring Garden, and even before, and we talked about the water, we met with residents and all of that, right? It took Councillor Brian and myself to stay on spot to call National Water Commission, because we said something. We diagnosed the problem ourselves, you know, we are not technical people. We said something must be wrong. Is either the pipes are aged while the people are starved for water, or there's some blockage somewhere, right? And immediately after we reached out to National Water Commission, work started. They went, they investigated, and they found that there were some blockage and the pipes were old and all of that. This member of parliament says and does nothing, just like the road project. And I'm coming to that later on, but we are on water now. I mean, everything. She just walk in and stamp her authority as if she was doing anything. And the truth be told, she does nothing at all than to just put people's business on TikTok. If she go and give people 2 pounds of flour, 2 pounds of rice and all of that, she go on the TikTok and broadcast people's business. But I am coming to the road project. What we're dealing now is water.
So tell me something. You just said something, Rosemary, Rosie. You just say she wear her green, come to the meeting, the meeting. Wear
Yes,
green. Full
you
green.
can.
So why she always wear this green thing and think everything shall carry political jobs at people and
Because
everything political to
every,
her? Why?
everything for her is politics. She doesn't care. She doesn't know nothing about representation. It is just a political agenda. Everything that she does, a political agenda. And I'm not saying that you must not have your political agenda because all of us at a particular time. But you are a member of parliament for everybody. You're not just member of parliament for the supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. And I don't even think she's doing a good job at even helping her own supporters, right? But you must be cognizant that when you're elected as a member of parliament, you're being paid by taxpayers and you are representing everybody. PNP, JLP, no P at all. You are the representative.
Mm, I see that, because I notice everything she wear is green. That is number one. And she eat out at you, you're playing politics. They
Yes, she's
bringing and making trouble. What do they mean by making trouble? I
going,
notice all of them using it in the JLP, in the
yeah,
government. Them
yes.
cannot, when Andrew, I call them minions, we're in opposition. Them come and say Fenton Ferguson is the dark day when it comes to the baby. You understand? It's a dark, there's something else with Richard Hassan. Them come and them point out all these things. Nobody never said them not make trouble. You look on them as the opposition and them supposed to oppose if something right. But them looking on you people as the opposition like you're not supposed to say nothing and making trouble. What they mean by trouble? And that troubling us in the diaspora and troubling other people in Jamaica. So we have to straighten them out because
Well,
they're moving like
obviously,
fearless.
the trouble that we're making, we are showing her up because she sat there and says nothing. We are the one who is agitating on behalf of the residents in Eastern St. Thomas about just
Yes.
about everything. Just about everything. So she is supposed to be speaking on these matters and she's supposed to be doing stuff to alleviate the problem. So when we
Mm.
see, remember now, Wayne, I am not being paid. My job is merely voluntary. And I said it times and times. I'm not being paid by the taxpayers of this country. So when I see, I was born and I was grown here, and I see the problem. And, everything they talk about 26 years of Fenton Ferguson. Let me put this to rest. Fenton Ferguson brought the first type 2 clinic when he was Minister of Health to St. Thomas. It is there now standing and giving valuable service to the people of Eastern St. Thomas. And as a matter of fact, the entire St. Thomas. The high-level tank that is placed at Top House in Prospect, it was the instrumentality of former Member of Parliament, Dr. Fenton Ferguson. The agro park around Golden Grove, it was Fenton Ferguson's initiative. The bridge, Yallah's Bridge, many people will attest to
Yes,
this.
remember that. Yes, Catholic breakdown. Yes, yes. Remember when it fixed?
Rain fell, the entire place flooded out. We had to be traveling around Easing
No,
Town.
yes. I remember it. I remember it. Yes.
Fenton Ferguson lobbied for that bridge, the one in Yallah's and also the one at 11 miles. Okay?
Yes. True.
I remember when Fenton Ferguson was minister, and I'm not putting my mouth where I am putting the facts. This is the facts.
Yes. That's a
Every
fact. Yes.
single road in this constituency, including parochial roads, were fixed by Fenton Ferguson when he was junior minister in charge of works. So when I hear talk about this new town center, and I hear talk about how nothing was done, all of a sudden, nothing was done. And I am saying to myself, what happened to her father when he was member of parliament? Because he was member of parliament for 15 years. So let us go beyond that 26-year period and we talk about the 15 years and see what was done. Right?
The land gone.
It was Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, along with Dr. Peter Phillips as finance minister, who lobbied for this highway to St. Thomas. School
True.
children in England knows this, and they can fool the young people. But you see, people my age, 50, 60, 70s up, they cannot fool us because we know the facts. It was the People's National Party initiative who engaged the Chinese. No, Rome wasn't built in a day. We know that to construct a road, it have to go through various processes, right? And the process took a couple of years, the designs and everything. And you will recall that this was supposed to have been a 4-lane highway to St. Thomas,
True.
and it was changed by the Jamaica Labour Party government. My good friend, former finance minister Hardley Shaw, took 500 million US dollars and take it to other parts, Montego Bay and wherever, because they said St. Thomas did not, it does not make economic sense to put so much money in St. Thomas. All St. Thomas
True.
is a decent road. They didn't say that. So I'm now leave to wonder. I am now leave to wonder if these people are really serious about representation and development. Suddenly, every time you turn on your radio now, you hear about development and road development and what have you. Yes, I welcome the development, but I would have preferred if we had
But
original
let me
plan.
ask you something though.
No problem.
When them depend development, you run in a road, the road have to fix. The road did part off from the PNP administration for run through a 4-lane. Them turn it in a one lane, same with 2-lane, most of
Yeah.
it. And them after money. Them change up some things on it and use back most of the old road them and just pave them over. And I know it can't done over all of these years. So why them as a road development? If the road fix that not get development, you understand? And by the way, they out a good year. I know says Melissa designed that and come up with them out that when them said logistic port, as she come up with that. Draw the one of that, but the PMP they lose. I know it's she. You understand? Sylvia, when we know it's she come up with some ideas. So when I run when I say we do this, them not do nothing.
I
Them
fully,
follow blueprint.
I fully
Okay? Mhm.
let us finish with the roads. If you traverse the road as it is now, you
Yes.
go to all of our wetlands that is left, what is left of our wetlands, is being eroded. I passed there the other day and I saw the whole thing. Now, you know what problem that can cause in the future?
A
No,
lot of problem.
when I talk, they say that I'm against development. No, but you have to have development in an orderly fashion, right?
True.
Destroy what is left of our wetlands around Little Corner and when you go to Bowden. All right, and all of that has been eroded now in the name of highway for political.
Because they now get nothing from the politics. What am I doing is
Yeah,
garbage.
no, but
Yes.
what I am saying, the road
Mm.
is not finished, and you have a big ceremony to open the road. The road is not finished, right? Every
Yes.
time you pass, you see a new spot, the asphalt, and it is dug up again,
I
right?
know about it. Yes, yes, I know about that.
No, for years, right? This project started when Fenton Ferguson was MP, all right? And for years, almost 4 years now, we have endured this dust nuisance. A lot of people got sick, right? Even out by my house, when you look, we have to throw away the furniture because the dust that is coming in, right? And you wipe and you wipe and you clean and you clean. All of that is damaged. No, we understand that there is a process, but understand also that we have suffered and they're behaving as if this government is behaving as if they are doing us a favor. It is the duty of every government to take responsibility for their citizens and to do. They're not granting us a favor.
True.
eh? When Del
True.
Roger come to talk about people in St. Thomas must have ambition, right?
That's out of order.
I mean, I am very ashamed of Del Roger. But you know, they said when a man on their rum intend to talk in mind. All right? So
True.
Minister Chuck speak his mind about what he thinks about the people of St. Thomas, that they have no ambition. All
And
right?
it's not the first.
I'm
Um,
sure that there are more ambitious people here than opportunities. All right?
yes,
So,
yes,
yeah, that was a very unfortunate statement by Minister Del Rocha. All right?
yes, yes,
And I am here to say that they're not going to frighten me about town center. You know, I'm around long enough. All right?
yes,
But they
yes.
come at my feet and sit down and let me teach them some history.
May you talk?
Had,
Uh,
had our town center 35
mhm.
ago, and hadn't it been for some crooked people we had around who said they were the representatives of the people at that time. Because all the lands that were earmarked for the town center, all of those lands were purchased by whatever means, whether nefarious or other means.
Hmm.
While we were at the parish council lobbying for these lands, those lands were purchased behind our back. So we had nothing left at a particular time. And what you find now is that the town center, the town has removed now to Springfield in Western St. Thomas. The
But
town
make I ask you something, though. 1 minute.
is
One
gone.
minute. 1 minute. Make I ask you something, though. Oh, that's going to be a town center. Because anybody know Goodyear? You know, Springfield,
Yes.
Berlin, Goodyear. Anybody know Goodyear? You know, so after you pass the Goodyear, you know, you enter the bridge. The right to the enter the bridge, you go, you on the runabout and then go
Right.
in a Morant Bay. Now, on the left there, so, you know, when you turn in a Goodyear, where them have the Goodyear and the rubber tree, them will keep for sure there, so. If you build something, they say, in a Vada bridge, you go, oh, that will be a town center. That other Chicago bit cannot be a town center. If you
Wait,
be a town, them have to run some other bridge over the same river again. And if them have to widen up something, it can't be that little bridge. And you
but
take the
wait,
town center for Marant Bay. It don't make no sense. It's
but wait.
stupid.
Listen to this. I am not an engineer,
Yes.
and I spoke about this time. On the Goodyear property, you know, you have many wells surrounding that. You have the Johnson River, you have the Negro River. And in
Mhm.
1978, when we had this flood, right, where people in Moon Base in Springfield had to be on the top of them house when it flooded out,
True.
that's
True.
next door to Goodyear. All right?
Yes.
I am saying all good for development, but I only hope that the engineers have done their feasibility study and that we will have no problem in the future. I might not be around, but my daughter and my grandnieces and my nieces and other young persons in St. Thomas, I only hope that they are protected. Now, another thing, there, I want to know, and I've asked this question. I don't know who to ask, but I'm throwing it out to the Prime Minister, to the Minister in charge of whatever, right? And also to the Member of Parliament. What benefits is going to be had by the ordinary people of St. Thomas as it relates to the town center? Other than people see this pretty building going up like in America and all of that, what economic benefits? Right?
None.
Talk about KFC, and you talk about
It's just some stores and you go buy
work
some things. So
and
that costs some money.
right?
So I don't know what's the benefit.
I would like to know. I hear about how many jobs will be coming in what
Nah,
right?
foolishness, garbage.
Explain to me about how many jobs, right? How many persons can rent or purchase a shop there?
That's a shop because
Okay,
that is it. You just some shop. It's
no,
like you build a mall. You know, a small mall. It's just a mall. I mean, I know the matter, but that cannot be a town center. A mall can't be a town center. Town center come with bus park and bus terminals, and it come with market there and everything. That is not a
that-
town center.
that's the
That
point.
is crap.
That's the point I was about to make.
Yes,
Because
so that is crap. What do I tell people about town center? No, it's just like a mall. Because I go over there, I know there. Yes?
also,
Yes.
also, people from Dalby coming down to go to the town center for whatever reason, they will have to pay at least 3 fares because when they come to Morantby, they
That is
will
the town center. You
have
have
a
to change the bus and take a taxi.
town center.
Yeah, right?
So
When them, well, on the Rosie. So when you come to my, yeah, anywhere you come from, you stop in Amaranth Bay. Then
yeah,
you take your taxi, go where you're going. If you go Berlin, if you go Seafoot, anywhere you go, you take a taxi, go there. That cannot be the town center. And I don't get a taxi in my park. And I don't get the bus to a stop where I come from town. It has stop in the center.
that's my
So what the matter the town center don't make no sense.
well, that is what they're talking about, right? And this man coming to disrespect St. Thomas people about not having ambition and productivity and all of that. And I want to say to Minister Cho, you should apologize to the people of St. Thomas. You know how many times I sit in this office and I see young, bright people walking through, just want an opportunity. Just want an opportunity. So you point them here and you point them here. Some of the programs that they say they have for young people, there's so much bureaucracy, right? When they go there, it is different from what is announced. And I face that problem every day. Where is the so-called member of parliament to be dealing with all of these issues? She's talking about people come to make trouble. I don't know if you're making representation on behalf of people, how trouble comes into that. Apparently, she has something to hide. She
No,
does.
but I tell you again, Rosie, I'm gonna tell Andrew and the minions stop use the murder. You can't have the opposition where for all you know accountable on behalf of the people of Jamaica. And you talk about people coming to make trouble. Like
Opposition.
a trouble like you can't call police and you can't stop them from talk. Them are for all you accountable. Rosie, they're for all you accountable and whatever wrongs you do and bring it to the forefront. And all you accountable. She can't just stay up there and then, she had the caretaker, the People National Party caretaker. But a matter of fact, the next member of parliament, let me just tell you from now. And then she allow you make you destroy the place, then what she can take over? Eh? Now all the job you get. If you destroy the people, then she turn a blind eye, then the people not gonna trust she then. Because she can see I'm blind. And that you want it can't work. And I said it work no way at all. You're very out of order. She very out of order like her father, I can play some video for you. I want to play that video. Because I don't know why she always in her green. Watch this one.
I know. Can't worry about that nugget. I know, not true. How will it right?
No, that's so it's embarrassing, disgusting, and everything you can think of bad. Because if this they got to you, to get assistance. Oh, you know you're green and the woman have a look at it again,
This I know.
Orange, yeah.
Can't worry about that nugget. I know, not true. How will it right?
No, if that not disgusting something wrong, she should have get put up for this.
That
She
is
should
the
have get fired and move or do something.
for Eastern St. Thomas. That's the member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas. I mean, I don't even want to say it, but I will deal with certain matters on the campaign trail because everybody coming to when I heard Dr. Campbell Francis, I said to myself, boy, Dr. Campbell Francis is trying to pump blood in a dying person. You can't give a dying person blood. It doesn't matter what. And I want to say tonight that the people of Eastern St. Thomas knows who they want to represent them.
This bad.
But you don't know anything about representation.
Now, I'm going to show you something again. And here are people, them just listen, them one word. Them one word. Listen this.
But flow over right now by the residents them, and she said she not paying us to clean it, and we always I better than a Fenton Ferguson at the MPC and she not make no difference. She got to go, we put her here and we take her out.
So all the years the former MP would have.
Give we work. We get work every Christmas. This is the only Christmas where we never get any work and we have our own MP now. Where we should have flood with work. She don't give away any work. She got to go one term. And she got to go willing to work. She said she not. And she said she doing business with Bambara people because we never help her and a rain with them. And she win down there big. She have to leave one term. Sorry.
No, that's the constituents attack, you know.
There you have it. There you have it. Well, I want to touch another issue, and it is the issue of, we call it the licensed fishing beach. But in the surrounding of licensed fishing beach, you have some residents. And I wouldn't want to call them squatters. They are informal settlers, right? And there are many, many roads in this constituency that needs attention, right? Now, I understand that the Member of Parliament allocate about $2 million to do the road. Now, when other informal settlers calling for roads, I want to hear the response, because I understand that she tells some people that they are informal settlers, so no road can be fixed. No, she gave the road a name, and there is no name for the road. It is licensed fishing beach. I hear she spoke in Parliament about Seaview Drive. Now, there is no Seaview Drive on the books in license. That is where I was born, all right? That is a licensed fishing beach. And according to her, $2 million. And you know why that is happening? Because two of her political activists lives around that road, right? One of them is the head honcho for tearing down flags of the People's National Party, right? So in order to compensate them for the work done in terms of tearing down flags and walk and make problem with people, $2 million, if not more, has been allocated to that road. I passed there as a mall, the road is marred, and tractor working on it. Now the tractor come all the way from Amity Hall, right? There is a man that she knows what I'm talking about.
Yes, get disconnected. Get disconnected. Oh, yeah, you're back? Okay, good, good.
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
No.
Yes, man. You don't have it right, set it back, please. Set it back. Yes. Right there. Yes, yes. All right. Yeah.
She knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's the man from Amity Hall. He's the chief usher. He owns, and quote unquote, owns some equipment. All right? And you know, because the whole away are Nancy Pickney, all of us know how those monies are, where that money is going back. You understand me? Everybody knows. So this, according to her, she named it Seaview Drive. I'm here to tell her that there is no road in license by the name of Seaview Drive. Right? And that road is not being fixed because of the fisher folks either. It is being fixed for partisan political reason. She's merely compensating her head honcho, who is going around and doing all the things, engaging in nefarious activities, right? You call it a eater food.
Okay. So it's a eater food. And like the phone, get a call.
Eater food.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me now? Coming like the phone I ring, right? All right. Can you hear me now? Rose?
Did I break a while ago?
Yeah, you just break. Where's the eater food? Like you get a call coming just now. Call coming in or something cut you off. Just make sure fix it back again. So it's an eater food mentality them I deal with. Them still with the handout that now help this time, The handout thing gone.
I'm sorry, Wayne, I'm back now.
Yes, yes. It's the eat a food mentality. Continue.
Yes. And that is all that matters. No genuine concern and care for the people of Eastern St. Thomas. Everything that is done by this member of parliament is done in a partisan political. Don't come and take credit for the road. Don't come and take credit for town center, right? Show me what you have done in the 3.5 years, going 4 years. Show me your original idea, and then I will start to respect you.
Make us show you something else. Me that's a good show, and just people more want to listen this, member of parliament. But listen this. This from her mouth herself, Listen this. By the way, people, you notice every time I show you always in a green. Or if you be a member of parliament and we are always in a politics. It doesn't make no sense that a mark goal in there, in a neutral color. Now this is the land out of St. Thomas and she in a green. And instead of represent the people, just listen who she said she represent. Just go and listen.
Land, you and your father. You have got over 1,500 acres. You can leave with now with the island. You can leave with now with the island. No more earth. 4 links in land, which is a national heritage of land. Your father claimed national heritage of land. You claim it to be yours.
She know when I got race on that. You know when bigger race out there?
Nothing about representation.
I said them as a vote for your interest, vote in a power,
That our father
people and get you one of
It has nothing to do with government. Your father said it is his. It has nothing to do with government. Don't come and try to trick the people. It's his property. It's his property. Madness. How can an island be a part of Mr. Charles Sugarland? That's madness. We don't take on enough, but we won't take this. We will fight to the bitter end to defend this from the people. You and your father need to go back to and leave in Eastern St. Thomas. You have taken enough land. You have taken enough land. You have never represented the community. Not in the statement you have made against this.
The people in the community have never put on a
They're land grabbers and land barons. That's what you, Charles, are about. No interest to represent people. Your interest is to take away all the other land we left. But you're not going to get none.
Are you supporting the people or are you supporting your dad's claim?
You hear that, Kubal?
Loud and
I'm not sure if she's supporting the people or her dad's claim. She said dad's claim. Because her dad's claim her claim too, 1994, them depend on the title. Yes. Not the business. Can me have it, Let me show it already. Oh, them land, them land, right? The land where she has to claim over 1,500 acres.
I know it very well. But you see, this is what she's used to. Right? This is what she's used to. Because that family is just used to having their mouth in the political trough. That is how they were schooled, how they were grown. So what do you expect? Another thing again, the LG Newland Center in Port Morant. LG Newland was a former member of parliament in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And he, as member of parliament, purchased a piece of place in Port Morant right before the tax office. LG Newland didn't purchase it in his name. He purchased the land for a community to build a center. You call
Community
it.
center, yes.
Yeah.
Heard about that, yes, yes.
No, it has been captured by the Charleses, and it was captured from 1980 on. Right? And I want to know whose name is on that title, because it is now a political office, and the community is exempted. The community can't go there. It is a
What?
political office. That's right. And it come down now to the farm work program. Right? The farm work program is distributed by members of parliament, because you know members of parliament get farm work card. I know PNP members of parliament who get farm work card, and they distribute it. In some of them, I know one of my friends who is a member of parliament distribute that in a non-partisan way. I know he called PNP and JLP councillors and assist them. Now, this member of parliament, she got umpteen farmer cards. None of the 3 councillors in Eastern St. Thomas, I can speak for my 3 councillors, has received a dime of a farmer card from her. And you know what? The same LG Newland Center where she have our political office, this is where she organized person to come to fill out form for farmer cards, right? At her political office. Is not an office for the member of parliament, right? And you know that member of parliament get a little stipend for office, right? I don't know where the member of parliament for Eastern St. Thomas office is. I
So
know
just a political office she make it, not a member of parliament office, a political office.
political office. If you go up to Chapel Hill now, you see it painted in green with JLP mark on it. And that was a town hall center that was purchased, built by LG Newland. And Colonel Charles captured it in the 1980s as a political office. No community member can walk in there freely.
What?
Yes.
It can't continue like this. It's bad. No, because first time, if you have the member of parliament and them that get some of these cards, because I remember people forgot through them tests and everything. So
Yeah.
they're supposed to be a political thing, but I never see member of parliament that put up videos advertising themselves, and if you come at them office, me see the one named Newland doing the same thing, and me see she doing it. So me I wonder how it turn this in a political kind of thing. Because you know, I use it because we have a march, you know. And I use it with the Congress people. And I show them say this or that them do. Because them not me have it, you know. And I use it against them. I use it against them. So when them build these things, then they understand so we are serious people around here, you know. So when we get these things, I just show them it personally. So make them stay. I have them, man. I'm going to use the one of them clippings against them. Yeah? This have to stop.
Well,
Yes.
she's now called the mobile MP. She's now called the mobile MP since February 26, when she got a beating. She's now called the mobile MP. She's walking retreat. And, you know, one of the residents said to me, Miss Shaw, I have to laugh the other day because I saw Christine Columbus now discover a place called Retreat after 3.5 going to 4 years. She has never visited those communities, Mr. Lonesome, until just the other day. She's now visiting this community after 3.5 years, 4 years.
So she start workplace, come and try get the people buy them out, carry Easter bun and all kind of things.
Yeah. Same fake, the fakeness, nothing real, nothing natural, nothing genuine, you know. So disingenuous, I'm telling you. And people are looking at that. They take people for idiots. You have a lot of bright people in St. Thomas.
I can play one more video here. I can play one more video before we attack. I talk this to people when you want us to talk hard. Yes. You know, we have like Rosemarie Shaw. You know, she can talk hard, she can knock them. She knock them and make them scared and run scared and all kind of things. She not afraid to talk. Yeah, she knock them hard too. All right. I can play that video and watch this video. And this all tell me, you know, the uncaring, these set of people, uncaring set of people, and people at St. Thomas to know this. You know, my grandfather, my father buried up in a little cemetery, you know. That's a man here. Yes.
There you
My grandfather. So, me not chatting with them, you know. Me not chatting with them. So,
right.
let me just play this. Yes. Play this.
Growing disquiet among some residents of Old Pera in St. Thomas. They say a fledgling tourism opportunity has been taken away from them. However, former Member of Parliament Pernell Charles, who is at the center of the saga, says the business venture was infringing on his rights as a property owner and also violated environmental guidelines. Dwayne Anderson reports.
What started out as a so-called hustle on a piece of land in Old Pera, St. Thomas, has descended into a police matter and a standoff between some residents and former Member of Parliament Pernell Charles. Residents explained to our news team that they were operating a camping and adventure business known as Outdoor Vibes on this property. This video they shared with us showed that business was booming. This man said he was employed to the business.
Come together, clean up the place, and get together with the community. And the community get salary off it, straight. Straight them get salary. Because me work there, my sister work there, my brother-in-law work there. And the shop, at night time we go and buy like food, and like alcohol from the shop to out the night.
And people please take note, yeah? Because them start, and you see ecotourism this, right? And you see what them about there. Him work, the sister, brother-in-law, some other people work there, and you hear them, oh, they make money. Just this is what Pernell Charles Senior was about them, you know. More on the clean note. All right, continue.
So the whole community. Help the community.
But the residents soon found out that the land is owned by Pernell Charles. Eventually, the founder of the enterprise got into contact with Mr. Charles, who gave the man permission to complete one last piece of business and then vacate his property. The former MP said he could not allow the camping enterprise to go much further because there were several issues, including an environmental worry.
Where would that sewage go? So these are not things that could happen.
Mr. Charles explained that soon after the venture closed, some unidentified elements started sending threats.
They say, we were working.
People say we were working, right? That's the same, you know. People them yes, sister, them that work for you. Okay.
On a property that is not yours.
That's true too, you know. All right.
And you make the man gone, and you're going to see. Within the next 24 hours, fire was burning on my property.
Mr. Charles says he has reported the suspected act of arson to the police. He showed us the cane fields that were burnt. Mr. Charles said those residents who were earning from the unauthorized camping project must contact him if they want new opportunities.
I'm now planting cassava and pumpkin and melon and the property, particularly where they burn down. Come. I have job for you. I've work for you. They don't want that work. They want to run and jump up.
No, this is a total disrespect. So the people them themselves don't want to work. But they still them create job for themselves. Ecotourism. And this guy, this is how them face to like Chuck now. Them want to run and jump up. This is a total disrespect. You hear when they say, come on. You hear this? No, you see the people them at work and you know them at work because them tell you them at work. And so them say, oh, we was working. Yes, still, him say, no, them don't want to work, them want to run and jump up. But I work, them at work and him stop them from work. Him want them for plant like him a slave master. Look on him too. You understand him too out of the man?
Oh, Wayne,
yes.
I invite you and others to just drive around Piro, the 1,200 acres of land. Drive around there. This land has been there, whatever means he got it, right, for 40 odd years. And there's no great production. One time I hear that him leased it out to Tropicana when Tropicana was doing Cape, and he leased it out to Duckenfield Sugar, right? When he lost the election in 1993, nobody see him for almost 2 years. And he only came to St. Thomas when he comes to collect is check at Jamaica Sugar Estates. Nothing productive.
You know when them come at St. Thomas, them always the right a burning, right a big yard there, so. With the scheme there, before you reach up, because I always see me now. Over big yard, Zaya them trims, Zaya will play football, and Bataway, and one of them.
Yes.
Over the big yard, yes, Bataway, good.
Yes.
So, remember, you know, me there everywhere, you know.
Yes.
You're not some yard, you know, me there everywhere.
You know the history, man. You know the thing.
Yeah, so, over Yaya them, Yaya dead now, Yaya pass on. So, over Yaya them, over Bata them, pass where Anna have a shop, the boat shop there, over the scheme there, so after Bata them yard, him always come on over there, so. So him not come at Eastern St. Thomas. That time him do him anki panky and go on with him thing. Me always see me now. Right there, so. Me always see him there, so. You understand? Right. Yes. But them put them thing in play because we never know him own these land. We never know upper Staten, Scott and him have land up there. We never know
non-production. Him talk about him doing cassava and him doing that, and you know, real brother Nancy.
Thank you. Him a Tukuma in a one, in a brother Nancy and Tukuma in a one.
Yeah.
Yes, him. Yes.
No, he had a genuine concern of employing people. You hear what him said? A rum and jump up them want. For 40
but yes, him stop them from work. Look what them doing. Him stop it. Them didn't make an honest living. It's a nice job that, and them not put concrete there. You know, at the 10 kind of things, so ecotourism. Better than you just fling the place with pure concrete. Because I can tell you something. I'm not telling you St. Thomas people, I'm telling about investment because we don't want them kind of concrete there's something investment. If them come with something, we could build some plane wing and build back some tires or do something when they can make some money. It export and make money, but not the tourism. The tourism, every time you drop a next big hotel, you lose beach, you can't walk because police are say you're a tourist and all these kind of things. Here, yes, you get pressured by the government. You turn second-hand citizen in your country. And by the way, I'll be a filter thing I start running on your road now because them not upgrade the pipeline and all these kind of things, but them might build big other hotels. For what? Jamaica don't need them hotel. We need factories and we need to go in the 21st century, the digital age. We need to export things. We need to buy in raw material and do like where thing they do over Singapore. Them not have nothing for themselves. But them buy raw material and make things and make money.
These are not genuine. It is just their political agenda and personal agenda. Because all things you hear being trumpeted and what have you is to look to see, yes, St. Thomas is going to develop. They have no choice because Horcherius is overflooded with development. Montego Bay, so they have no choice now than to look for the east. Yeah, I am happy for it, you know.
No, but what I'm saying, and I'll see what's not because I see the one down an over bill, right? Because our people tell you the truth, you see the gratuity, it can't, if tourism alone are go way out of this, we'd go a long time because we in the diaspora the other day saved Jamaica. Because when all of the things and shut down, you see, Maria, in the pandemic,
yes.
Who sending like $4 billion? Remember them get over 2.8 billion from tourism in a tax. But we are sending the money free of cost.
Precisely.
Yeah, so we are saying now, if we grow a country the right kind of way. You know what them should I look at? We in a diaspora eat a lot of food, our food. Yes. So if you get the farmers them a work and give them the land, let them farm it. And export the food, we are buy it instead of we have buy food, we are buy potato, we are buy yam, we are buy this, we are buy that. It come from some other places. And I label about Jamaican. We know the Jamaican thing. No eat so. We know what food. So if them don't even do that, the farmer them and the government play a role that them can export the thing, you know, air freight it, you know, them make a ton of money. Them make a ton of money and run the country better. Go talk to American government and Canadian and European government and make them carry in some, make a build back some tires, build some car door, do some things where make real money instead of spread bed. It's not good.
When?
Yes.
Mr. Chuck is talking about productivity. There can be no real production when farmers do not have security of tenure. The farm on a little piece of land and what have you, and there is no effort, right, to allow these farmers to have a title that they can proudly walk into a financial institution to get a loan. No effort is being made. Look at the agro park around there. Sometimes you hear that this man own it, this big man own it, and people just chancing it to plant something. But there is no security of tenure. Nobody to come to them to organize them together for proper marketing of their produce. You're not seeing that. But yet you hear about people must be ambitious.
That's so disrespectful. I'm going to tell you the greatest thing on earth. I'm going to just remind them and remind the government water and food. That are the stuff of life.
Yeah.
So even if you have some big building and where you have and your clothes and things, if you don't eat and drink, you do. Just stay 2 weeks without water and you see what me attack. That's what I'm talking about. Especially in the eat and food.
We talk about,
you understand?
We talk about tourism. And it's like them want to frighten the little people. Suddenly hotel have a bill here, so and a bill here and what have you. What happened to those people down in Bamber River? What happened to those people up in Marant? What happened to those Church Corner, Salt Lane, right? A big pretty building being put up and the people are living in slum. And I can say it because these are areas that I walk every day. Who cares? Who cares about that?
None. I can tell you something though. All right. So, but I tell them something from what I know. I can always give them some reality check, right? If the tourism thing so great, I tell you, so we save Jamaica. Because the two point at me that, a matter of fact, anybody in the diaspora leave, come down and go buy a ticket, and I like it come to Jamaica, going at the bank, it stay here.
Yes.
At your time before them get the little taxes, that alone them wait pan Jamaica mash up. It dry. Them they have that money for buy, for import things. If and ever we are sending the money from the diaspora. Right? Yes. I'm gonna tell you about the tourists, wait at Maria, because the National Water Commission, the sewer line them no upgrade them, the treatment plant no upgrade, the water treatment plant no upgrade. It's a burden. Because if you have 3 million people and you're carrying 3 pint add, and them have to use style it and flush it. That's why the road full of so much filth. And it's running at the sea. Because we have nothing to treat it. Right? And hear this now. If you say that so much people come in and them buy from the farmer, you see some money, but no, them have import carrot, everything them import, tomato, Irish, them import all kind of things. And so what the people them benefit? Them hotel.
As to why that is necessary. They will give you a
so them now go to the country, it's not growing. So we import bill is 6.8 billion and we export bill like 1.3, 1.4, like 1.5. So you have a deficit of like $4.5 billion. That means if we never send the 3.4 billion, the bank can run out of currency already, you know. 2.5 billion can help from tourists. And you buy $6.8 billion worth of things. You don't run out of currency. That means the money that they value and the country that it run bankrupt. We don't, the diaspora help them. Yeah, this is the money where them borrow from IMF or nothing. This is money that come down for friends and family. Them take it gearless and keep the hard currency. Okay? So we know that. So if it was the big old hotel them and do things, that means don't you know OT you have nobody a rob, nobody lead nowhere because tourism that take care of them already. Them that take care of them are more beer. No gunshot to now boss more beer right now.
That's right.
No boss. So why them want to carry a St. Thomas?
It has its place, but it's not the end, the be all and the end all.
No.
Because I keep saying that yes, development, but
the development supposed to be develop the country right across the border that we can export things and live.
The great United States of America have their welfare programs too.
All right.
When it is not welfare, here it is handout, right?
That's bad.
When the poor people must get something a year that it is handout, right? When somebody walk into the office and say, Miss, my house a leak, right? If I could have get even 5 sheets of zinc, where do you point that individual to? Not a young person, you know, a middle-aged person. Where do you point?
And them a look vote for that, right? Them a look vote for this. That's why I'm saying now, Rosemary, we need agencies like in the state. So these things you go to an agency instead of you go to them, make them legislate, because you know when you do this, them abuse the system.
But
Like also push the rag under the woman.
That's
she should get charged for assault.
Yeah. You keep them poor because you want to control them. There is no organized system. Portia Simpson brought in the PATH program. And today, when the people go to the PATH office, some of them are told they're not qualified. I mean, I know everything has checks and balances, but a poor who is not working, who has 3 children sending to school, because you walk in them house to investigate and you see a fridge and a TV, that is to show Mr. Chuck that yes, we have ambition. I go to Bambi River and I see flat screen TV on the wall. Yes, we have ambition. But when you look at the social programs, and I hear people running up their mouth, ministers talking about this and the PATH program, this and what have you. It is not being done in a structured way. And I keep saying that, and it's time that they really look at it, right? Dr. Peter Phillips brought in, as Minister of Health, he brought in the health, National Health Fund, right? That is a good thing, because many people can use their card and get medication at a cheap rate. You don't hear them talking about expanding on.
So tell me something now. So all these funds were brought under from Patterson, the 18.5 years from Patterson to Sister P. And these are the things where them try to condemn and say, take away the 18.5 years and see what you get.
Yes.
Them not have nothing. And if you take with the 70s with Michael Mann, they will change up the whole dynamics of the thing. We make we go to school, free education from start to finish, to university. Yes. And set all these, you know, some groundbreaking thing for Jamaica, for open Jamaica eyes and change it up that the dark skin and the poor man have a say on the table.
Yes.
Yes? And him tell you, after the game in favor of the black and the poor. You couldn't work in a bank, you couldn't go to them school, you couldn't do nothing.
That's right.
And then all them people do is go around and tell the people them lie. And some people suck it up and don't realize, hey, them at times for them stop to this. You understand? These people work for the rich, you know.
All the time. That is something. That is something that I know. When the poor man to get something, it is handout. But when them big friends coming in and getting this and getting that, they have ambition. I remember a former opposition leader when PJ Patterson started to build the highway. A former opposition leader in the name. He said, if highway can't eat.
Okay. Yeah, and you see them live a fight. Now the Prime Minister now came out the other day and said him at the best baby father for ideas, so he may implement them. Because him now have none, blueprint.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then let me ask you something. If the government, like how them claims that they might do this and do that, if you up there and if they might do something, nobody don't need to come tell you nothing, don't it? You just see it, or you just feel it, or you just feel more comfortable in your house. So you just take down the burglar bar because you can sleep peaceful and you just see people get good work and everything. Them that keep him there. But when I do my flip flop and I tell people lie and things say PR will not work around you again.
That's what is going on. Don't come and trumpet and show me how happy you are. Right? Don't come and tell me how happy you are and how everything is hunky-dory. Don't say that. You will see it. It's something that will manifest. If you're happy, you're happy. Eh?
Mhm.
The PR stunt, you're going around with this PR. You think people are stupid? This is not 1980.
Yes, yes. Not 19, the PR stuff not gonna work. Hey,
No.
somebody just tell me say Rose. So me say Rosemarie, you know, but to me always have Maria, you know, with
Yeah,
oath
and
and yes. Yes, so I me always I say Marie, you know, Mr. Marie, Mr. Maria. You know,
yeah.
cause Maria, you know, my sister Maria. She I watch, you know. Big up yourself, please. There's the magazine. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, no. Yeah, man, Rose coming like Maria same way too, you know. So Maria, good name, Maria.
But
Yeah, Marie, Rosemary.
you know that Maria St. Thomas.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, man. So before we wrap up though, coming up in the progress right there. How far the road reach now? Because I know I can't believe the road not finish. Every minute them dig up some hole in night.
Every minute it's dug up. Right now, you have some debris on the road, marl, stones, all kind of things on the road. When you're driving, you have to just make sure that you don't even blink an eye, I should say.
But make ask you something though. Make ask you something.
Even,
Me-
hold on a minute, just
Mhm.
don't want to forget this. Even the boss about fixing my
Your mother roadway, your driveway.
I,
Out of order like that.
it is now dug up. Come and look at it.
Can I get a video of it, please and thanks?
I will make sure to send it to you.
So them fix that say she fixed our opponent,
Yes,
mother driveway. That's so rude of her.
yes, that was an indecent. She was an indecent ace for political reason and propaganda and hastiness. Right?
And it dug up now. Them dig it up back. Dug it up back up. But let me ask you something though. Because I talked to Zay the other day. And when the rain came down over Big Yard flood. Because the road higher than Big Yard now, you know. And them not put no drainage. It might make me know a crocodile down at the river. There's no crocodile in a drainage. Then.
Wait, I am
Yes.
because later on, people will understand what I was talking about. Here, you hear that Rose don't want no development and what have you,
Them
right?
a flood of the people.
And development must done in a very orderly and systematic way.
That's true. That's true. Because them flood, you know, him have said water need to come to him house. I remember him have a, you know, him have the step where you go up the water, they right there.
I know the house.
Right there. And you remember it can't go across the road because the road higher than the yard now.
Yeah.
And them not do not channel and put nothing there and run it through for run go down to the sea. The sea just right down the road. And water flood up the people them place. And it's so bad. It's bad. Oh, them have remedy that. Them have forgot dig it up. Them have forgot dug up the road. Them have forgot dug right, dig right through it, and put some pipe or something to it to send out the water. Waste some money again.
There you have it.
And by the way, in that section up here, dig up, same way. You understand? Yes.
I thought I would be driving on a smooth road, and the other day, just yesterday, I was driving because sometimes I just get somebody and say, "Come with me, come drive." But I drove yesterday, and it was just bumpy. Well, I know it's not finished, but I can't see the sense in putting down layers and layers of asphalt and then it is dug up. I want somebody to explain to me what does that mean, what does that signify.
This bad. Anyway, my sister, it's bad, man. But anyway, we have to talk to you again, you know.
Always a pleasure, Wayne. It's always.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. You have to come burn some more fires because we have to burn the fire.
Anytime, because I'm not.
All right, no problem. Yeah, you take care.
I'm just.
Yeah, people, they're here tomorrow. We out here. Blessing. All right, cool.
One love.